Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Abdullah Trading FX. Welcome in Trading in Shadows. Today, I'm going to be discussing with you a very interesting session here. This is a trading view, but this is not the one we are going to be discussing about. If you are seeing here, this is what we call the 2026 up to 2027 trading mission. Okay, guys, as we told you all, I have been working on this sheet of trading since 2024, around August, and so I'm not fully profitable. I'm not yet consistently profitable, but I'm on the way. I can be honest and say that I'm really at break-even point, because whenever I make money, I also return that money back to the market. So I have been trading for about 2 years, but I never seen something special. But this year of 2026 is showing something promising. I bought a 5k account after borrowing the 2 accounts of Funded Next. In December 2025, I bought an account of 5k. That 5k, I ended December with negative 5.2% in a drawdown. In January, I made 13% on that account, and then I recovered the drawdown and I even passed phase 1. Without further delay, in February, I even made also 5% of the account and I passed phase 2. But in March, I got overconfident and then I ended up in a very huge drawdown of negative 6.2%. In April, I ended up in a profit of 4%, and then right now currently I am in 2.06% of drawdown. So I sat down and I said, if I keep such kind of habit, I'm progressively increasing, but I need to have some kind of plan. So what kind of that plan? In the end of next year 2027, I want to get the 40 to 50k or 50k in payout from the platforms. That is because it will be more than next year 2027. It will be almost 3 years locked in this trading, 3 years and some few months. So I said I must have a very beautiful, clear plan which must illustrate where I'm going and where I'm coming from and what I want to change. So if you can see, the 2026 up to 2027 trading mission date, it's May 12th, 2026. My main chief aim is, my mission is to become a calm, disciplined, profitable, and emotionally stable professional trader through consistency, patience, and strict execution. My goal is not fast money, because if you can understand, I'm targeting around a year and a half from now on. It's around 18 months. So you can understand that it's not about fast money. So my goal in this time is survival, protecting my capital, of course. Consistency is what I'm going to focus on. Emotional mastery, I'm going to master my emotions, psychology. That's what I'm going to focus on. And then monthly profitability, by seeing if I can at least extract some money from the market through payouts. That's what I'm going to focus on. And then the long-term financial freedom. That's what I'm going to focus on as my goal. So if you can understand this keyword, here I said I understand that the process may feel slow. Guys, trading is very difficult and very hard, so it may feel slow. But I also understand that the discipline repeated over the time compounds into life-changing results. What does this mean? It means that even if it will be so slow, I will build such kind of a discipline in a very short period of time of 1 year and a half, so that the rest of my life can be comfortable. So it's a life-changing decisions. Every day, I like this statement. Every day I follow my system, I'm building my future. The day I follow my laws, the day I don't break any mistake, I don't break any law, it's like a brick on the wall of my future. So sometimes, as I said, I'm a swing trader. Sometimes I feel as if I'm wasting time. But because I have this kind of a mission over ahead, I will always feel that I'm not wasting a time. Rather, I will always feel that I'm building a professional trading career. So my main target, as you can see, it's financial goal. As you can see here, my main goal is to realistically achieve and accumulate 40 payouts, 40,000, 40 USD, $40,000 or more in payouts and trading growth by December 2027 through disciplined pro-farm trading. So my identity at this moment, my identity which I'm required before achieving such kind of 40Ks plus, I must be patient. Okay, process driven. I must fall in love with process, not the quick money. I must be calm under pressure, and then selective, emotionally controlled, and focus on long-term consistency, not only on short-term dopamine. So, in that case, I no longer chase the market. To be honest, I have improved on this level. I no longer chase the market. I'm disciplined compared to the last time. I don't revenge trade anymore. To be honest, I no longer revenge trade. I don't gamble because gambling is about risking too much or trading what you don't understand. In that case, I have reduced my payers. I only trade for payers. Another thing, I don't force trades because of boredom. Guys, I used to force trades because of too many pairs which I used to trade, but at the moment I'm no longer forcing the trades. So another thing, I understand that the protecting capital is my first responsibilities. Guys, from 6.2 negative drawdown to negative 2 0.6 0.6% of drawdown. Guys, it's very difficult, but it's very teachable because I'm always risking 0.3% per trade, 0.3% per trade on my account, and 2 maximum trades per day. For example, if I can turn back here, if you can see, this is a trade which is running. This is USD chef. Okay, here I risk 18 pips and I'm targeting 58 pips and risk a reward of 3.2. At this, on this pair and on this setup, I entered for buy. As you can see here, this has been like a range or a consolidation, break of structure, retest here, and then I entered and I targeted this. This is a weekly level. Okay, and then on this trade, I only risk 0.3, nothing less, nothing more. Okay, and even here, this is CHF-GPY. This trade is also moving. This trade, you see that I'm in a drawdown because it's, as you can see, also it's a break of structure, higher high, retest higher low, and then I enter the for continuation. I don't predict the market. I just execute my plan. As you can see, this is support. And after seeing this support, This is EMA. Okay, confirmation is presence of EMA on support and rejection candle. If you can see here, it's been a bullish engulfing candle here. So I entered and I risked 68 pips as a stop loss, and I targeted this weekly previous high, okay, at 242 pips as a take profit. So here I entered and I set and forget, and you can see this trade, I don't know if the outcome will be profit or loss. What I'm focusing on is execution only, because I don't care. I cannot control the outcome, but only I can really control the possible parameters, which are execution of my plan, risk management, and that's all. Nothing between, because once I execute, I don't know what will happen next. So that's what I'm talking about. So as you can see, I said that I understand that the protecting capital is my first responsibilities. So as you can see there, the 0.3 times 2 trades is 0.6% as the maximum risk exposure per day. My pairs, I will specialize only in 4 pairs, because those fucking pairs I have been trading them almost 2 years since now. At my first time, I began with the Euro USD. And the and USD GPY, but I seen some contradiction. Better at my best, without some other person's advice, I chose Euro USD, USD card, which moves very huge, and USD chef and CHF GPY. Those are my daily watch list. Nothing less, nothing more. No gold, no GBP USD, no BTC USD, no DXY, no SP 500, and so that's only what I focus on. I understand that mastery comes from repetition and familiarity. Guys, to be honest, when I'm trading Euro USD and USD chef, I know their correlation. I know how they react on the support and the resistance. I know how they react on EMA, exponential moving average, and USD card. I trade it, but very carefully, because it's a beast. It moves from the top to the bottom. I wish I could show you what I mean to say, but next time I will show you a lot about the USD card. CHF GPY is very clear and very liquid, okay? Because it moves very, very huge. I no longer need to trade many pairs. To be honest, I no longer need to trade many pairs. At least 3 maximum trades in a week is enough. If you can see those 2 trades I have taken today, maybe that is the last trades in this week. So once they end up in a loss, well and good. If one of them end at break even, well and good. I'm no longer forcing the market. So my edge comes from specialization and consistency. Okay, consistency means what to me? For example, my consistency is about consistent with the same pairs, the same risk, the same setup, the same strategy, okay, the same routine, and the waiting for candlestick close and journaling. That's all. That's what I do on my daily basis. So my strategy rules: I will trade the same setup repeatedly. Okay, my setup will always be the one. It's break of structure and pull back to the test, and then I enter for continuation, where the higher time frame and lower time frame is aligned. I will follow the same routine daily. I wake up at 5 a.m. daily, and then I go to play, to sport, to something, and so on and so on. At 6 o'clock a.m. every morning, I sit on the chart for 30 to an hour, so that I analyze the market and I put the level technical analysis, and I analyze and I conclude whether I will trade that day or if it's a no trading day. Okay, I used the same risk management. I always use the same risk management, where I risk 0.3 per trade, 2 maximum trades per day, and once a trade is in 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, I move stop loss to break even, and no hesitation and no second guess. And I always target the risk to reward of 2 above 2 and 3. I avoid emotional execution. Guys, emotional execution is our endless battle we as a traders, and so I trust my data. To be honest, I'm getting more belief and confident in my data as I keep tracking the win rate and the risk to reward ratio. That is because I understand that one good setup repeated hundreds of times is enough to change my life. This is a life-changing sentence. I heard one of the words from Bruce Lee where he said that, I fear not a man who practices 1,000 kicks. I rather fear a man who practices one kick 1,000 times. So imagine if you have taken 100 or 500 trades on one good setup. Imagine that clarity that could come in your nerve system. Understand? 500 trades, one good setup, and repeat that one good setup 500 times, 1,000 trades on one good setup. Guys, you are a master in that thing. Imagine in one time frame, in one routine, one journaling, one thing. Guys, at that time, that thing alone can change your life. So that's what will help me. Risk management rules, I will always risk 0.25 up to 0.5. As I told you, I risk in this range 0.3. Maximum daily loss, my maximum daily loss, because I'm still in a drawdown, I only risk 0.6 as a maximum daily exposure. Maximum weekly drawdown is 2%. Once 2% of loss is hit per week, whether it's a Monday. So if it's a Monday, it means that I have already some rule, because you see, if you heard what I said, 0.6 is a maximum exposure on a day. So in order to get only 2%, it can take me 3 days of losing streaks, which is very impeccable. It's very difficult. It's almost impossible to have 3 losing weeks where it's equivalent to 6 trades. No revenge trading, of course. No over leveraging, of course. I will never increase the risk emotionally. A bad trade doesn't require another trade. So my monthly performance targets, my main monthly goal, guys, I am only targeting 3 to 5% as a monthly return consistently. What does this mean? Guys, to be honest, I'm not aiming to get 10% on my account as a payout. I'm not aiming 80% per month, not 70%. If I achieve them, well and good. But to be honest, I'm aiming the realistic targets, which is 3 to 5, and even 2% is very enough. I imagine I can give you a quiz to ask yourself. Imagine if it's like a 100k account, 2% on that account is 2k, 2,000 US dollar in my country as Rwanda is enough. In 12 months, it's about 24k. 24k is life-changing money in my country. It's a very beautiful mortgage in that kind of money. So I'm realistically targeting risk to reward a profit target 3 to 5 monthly return consistently. That is because from what I have experienced consistently, and now I understand that small consistent gains compound. Guys, you strive for achieving 10%, you end up growing an account. But if you say, well and good, if I get 3%, for example, if it's 10k, okay, 10k, and then you say that 3%, it's around $300, okay, 50k, it's around $150. Though, I don't know, $1,500. If I'm good, if I'm good on what I'm saying. Yeah. Cool. Guys, so I have decided to target the most realistic target, which will not put pressure on my discipline. So here, consistent attract scaling. If I can extract consistent payouts from a 5k, and then it's possible to even do that on 10k, the same on 50k, and even scale up to 100k. Remember, I have learned that the survival creates opportunity. Once you survive the drawdowns, if you keep protecting the psychology, that's where you grow up. So that's also my monthly goal after understanding this reality. Okay, expected trading activities. My trading activity expectation, I expect 4 to 8 quality trades per week. Guys, this is the maximum, but I expect also that some weeks I will end up with one trade or not trade. So as of today, as this week we are on a Tuesday maybe, and Wednesday. We are on Wednesday, but I have only taken 2 trades. That is today. Those 2 trades are A plus setup. I respected my trading rules, but they may be the last trades in this week. But I'm okay with it. They are quality trades. Okay, some days with no trades, I agree. Last day on Wednesday, on Tuesday, I didn't trade. Monday, I didn't trade. Okay, maybe tomorrow I will not trade, but I will keep the routine. Some weeks with low activities, I have experienced where some weeks I ended up with one trade or no trade, and some periods of waiting. And so this is where the psychology gets sabotaged. So waiting is a part of the profession. Guys, waiting is what kills a lot of traders, because most of traders don't know how to sit on their fingers. Okay, no trade is also a position. We all know this. I will not feel guilty for staying disciplined. My daily trading philosophy is very simple. Every day I will remind myself, whenever I wake up, whenever I'm going to execute, whenever I sit on the chat, whenever I'm in the car, whenever I'm in a bus, whenever I'm traveling, whenever I'm praying, I'm working, I always remember that my job is not to predict where the market will go. Instead, my job is to execute correctly, to execute my plan. As I told you here, this is the trade of CHF I only executed my plan. I'm not predicting that the trade is 100% going to go on this level. No, my job is to execute this, to calculate risk, and after calculating risk and the position sizing, lot size, and that's all. That's my job. So my job is waiting where the price has been here, and wait for the price to break this structure and come to the test here and execute. That's only my job. Nothing less, nothing more. So one trade means nothing, 1 week means nothing. That's reality, which is very difficult to understand. But really, once you understand that one trade means nothing, to lose one trade means nothing, because trading is about the probabilities of huge amount. For example, my win rate is around 35 to 40%. It means that among 10 trades which I will take, I win around 4 trades. Other 6 trades will lose. So means that one individual trade means nothing. 1 week means nothing, because in a month I will take 10 trades maybe. So one trade means nothing. In those 10 trades, I don't know which trade will win, but in those 10 trades, maybe 4 trades will win, when maybe. So one trade for me at this moment means nothing. And 1 week means nothing, because 1 week we can end up in negative 1.5 drawdown or a loss, but next week we can end up in 2%, means that 0.5 positive, and the next week also end up in the 2%, and we get 2.5%, and the following week you end up with 1% as a profit, and then you end up the month with 3.5%. Guys, 1 week means nothing, 1 day means nothing, and even one trade means nothing. Consistent over many months changes lives. What does it mean? Even 1 month means nothing, because some months we end up in a drawdown. As I told you, In December, I've been in 5% drawdown. In March, I ended up next 6% drawdown, but January, I have been in a profit of 13%. February, I was in 4.5% as a profit. April, I have been in 4% of profit. So and so. This means that 1 month alone is nothing. So the consistent over the months is what creates profitability. So for me, I say that I expect the realistic expectation in quarters or in terms. For example, 3 months, at least 3 months. That's where I say 1 month can lose, second month can recover, and the third month, and then end up in a profit. That's where I'm counting the system. Okay, guys. My 2026 plan from this May up to August 2026, my focus will be emotional stability. I'm going to stabilize my emotions. I'm going to reducing mistakes, no overtrading. Already from reducing mistakes, as you can see, as I told you, I have reduced my pairs. As you can see now, I'm only trading 4 pairs. This is HFGPY, this is your USD Chef, and this is your USD CAD, in order to reduce mistakes. Okay, protecting the 5k funded account. This funded account, I'm protecting it as someone protect his eyes. I'm following rules perfectly. I'm trying my best. I can't be 100%, but whenever possible, I'm trying to follow my rules perfectly in order to make it automatic. And I'm becoming process oriented. I'm no longer dopamine I'm no longer a dopamine addict. I'm here following the rules. If rules says no trade, no trade. If rules says trade, I trade. So because success during this phase, from this May up to August, it will be fewer mistakes. If my mistakes reduce, my mistakes, to be honest, was trading in many pairs, pair hoppings, and taking B setups. If I reduce, if I keep trading those 4 pairs consistently, and then I try to take the A plus setups alone, it will be a very huge success. And fewer emotional trades, no chasing, no FOMO, okay, and surviving consistently. If I survive from the drawdown I am in, and then I get some kind of payout, be 2 payouts maybe. If, for example, if I survive this May, I end up in a break even, and the next month of July and August, June and July, and I get a payout, it will be a very beautiful things. Still, target is consistent 3 to 5% as the monthly profit target. Stable payouts is those are my goals in this month. Okay, stable payouts, increase the confidence, and improve the routine. So my plan for 2027, I will continue to specialize in my 4 pairs. I wish I could still stay on those 4 pairs. I'll only continue low risk execution, keep risking 0.3 up to 0.5, continue protecting capital, because capital is what we keep me stay in this game, and continue acting professionally, and continue avoiding emotional decisions. By the end of 2027, I'm aiming to get the 40,000 US dollars. Guys, in my country, those 40,000 are around to 58 million Rwandan francs cumulative growth and payouts. Those are the money which I am aiming to get. I'm aiming to become financially stable. Guys, by getting 40k in my country is something difficult. You find someone who has a net worth of 40,000 is someone who is above 40 to 50 years old, and he must be the one who who came from a beautiful family, very stable, very built family with the connections, government officials, some people who grow somewhere, and So I will reduce stress and chaos by the end of 2027. I'll improve my environment. I wish when I'll get this payout, or once I reach this goal, I'll improve my environment. You can change the mortgage, you can migrate, you can take 15k and you buy a new house. Guys, in my country, 15k you get a beautiful house. Not much, but a moderate beautiful house, not in the city, but in a good suburb, okay? And building long-term freedom can serve 2 hectares of land. You can get them on 15 millions or on my 15k. Or that's what I mean to say. 15k you can get 2 hectares in the eastern province of my country, and even 20k you can get two good hectares on a good price. So what I must never forget whenever I'm on this channel, most fail because they rush, because most of traders are not focused on the process. They overtrade, they increase risk emotionally, and they abandon consistency. So for me, in order to become one who will get that 40,000 as a payout, I have to refuse to become that trader, and I have to understand that the boring execution is profitable. Guys, I experienced this. And patience is profitable. That's another character. Discipline is profitable, and emotional control is profitable. I have to accept the process. I have to accept the repetition. I have to accept delayed gratification. That is because I understand where I am going, guys. Where I'm going, that's where I told you on that goal of 40 to 50k as a payout in 2027. From now on up to 2027, I will be financially independent with 40 to 50k. Guys, that's much money in my country, allowed to 256 millions. So my final declaration: from this day forward, I choose to stay consistent over excitement, patience over impulsiveness, and discipline over emotion, and long-term success over short-term dopamine. Guys, read this stuff well. Every disciplined day moves me closer to the future I want. Every day when I chose to be disciplined, that means that it's the day which I'm moving closer to the future I want. The future I want is the foundation of that 40k as a payout from now on. Since now I will trust the process, that's why I'm not preaching here, because I was by saying that the candlesticks are not moving, the trade is consolidating on my entry. This is not my job. I'm no longer fearful. I'm believing in my process. So also, and you will stay locked in. Guys, I will not give up on this shit. I will stay locked in. I will keep revising, keep journaling, and keep backtesting my strategies, and keep reviewing monthly, weekly, more eveningly, and see where the mistakes are, what to improve, what's going on, what mistakes, what am I doing wrong. I will keep executing professionally, and over time the results will come. This is my name, Wajineza Abdullah, my signature, and this is the date I'm working on. This is on 12th May. Guys, stay with me. I don't know if I achieve this. Sometimes I sit down and I doubt on myself whether the path I took of trading will be worth it. Guys, sometimes you can see when you lock in and do nothing apart from trading, and you say that trading will feed me, trading will pay me one day. Guys, sometimes I doubt on myself, but I can't give up on this shit. Let's wait to the ones who will keep staying with me will understand that I declared this stuff from the beginning when I will be successful. Thank you very much, my friends. At this moment, I'm in a lot of debits, a lot of credit debits of many my friends. I owe many friends a lot of money, and my wife, we are consistently arguing about some kind of stuffs. So I said that the trading will pay me, the trading will pay her, the trading will pay my family. Guys, this trading, I have dropped out of uni, so that I discovered trading, and I know that's going to become my savior. I said that instead of giving up on this trading, I can even leave my woman alone. I can ask for a divorce for sure, but I have to focus on this trading. Let us see what 2027 will bring. Remember to like, subscribe, and like. This is my pairs. Those are my